Hello.
Are we on?
We are on.
Hey, can you play that Govs radio thing? That's what I love to hear.
What Govs radio
You know,
thing?
the drop that goes, Govs radio.
Oh, yeah, I could totally do that. Hold on.
Come on. Oh, my,
right,
Sally.
Ready?
That's what I was waiting for. That's my
All right.
cue.
You know what? Let's do
it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
This is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
That's what I
How's
was waiting.
that?
Come on, that's professional. I don't.
We are back in the studio.
We're gonna have some hurdles and some obstacles, but we can deal because thank goodness we have. It is not a mirage. Right to my right is the one and only, the heart and soul of Govs Radio, the engine that keeps the laughter going. Sally, what's going on? How are you? It's great to see you. I've missed you.
It's been we met in the parking lot and I was waving at Steve and Steve was like, Is that you? Like, you really didn't
I was
know
like, why
it
is this strange girl waving at me? Which is never a bad thing. I'm always open to strange girls waving at me in a dark, icy parking lot in front of the cow place.
When you had that look like, I can't be bothered with you women. I have work to do.
Yes, well, if you've seen my eyesight, you understand. Steve will know as I squint at everything. And yes, welcome to Govs Radio, the Steve Squared Show. I'm your host. Not from my living room, not from my bathroom. Sometimes I do it from the shower.
Do you really? Wow.
Not so much.
Oh, okay.
From the top up. I'm Stevie, Funny Man, Stevie K, and I hope that somewhere in the hypersphere we have Steve the Emster. Are you out there, Steve?
Steve, I'm right there, right next to you. And
well, you've lost a lot of weight because I can't see you.
I'm bigger than you. If you look at the picture, it's amazing.
Are
I
you?
can destroy you. Sally, is that you, Sally?
That is Sally. Look, this is like a reunion.
Oh, this is wonderful. And look at you. You're out of your booth. That's so nice. Look at that.
It's amazing. You got to see what they've done. They've done a tremendous job here. I've never seen so many TVs since I visited the Playboy Mansion.
You've been to the Playboy Mansion.
I'm going to go greet our guest, Judy, and I'll be right back.
Yes, we have a big show planned. We have the writer, producer, and some of the cast from the movie Fair Market Value, which is just an awesome, hilarious comedy. Hey, how you doing? Judy has just actually entered the studio. This is a soundproof studio, so she was screaming to let us in from outside, and we couldn't even hear her. I can't even really hear anybody right now. But so what's going? Are we okay, Sally? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're always doing something technical. Yeah. That's way above my pay grade.
Yeah, I'll explain in a second.
All right, we can wait. We'll hold the show until you finish. All right, I'll keep going. Steve, how was your weekend? Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Steve. It was pretty uneventful, just like the way I like Valentine's Day to be.
You know what today is? They actually call today, did you know this? It's a Singles Appreciation Day. Did you know this, Judy?
It is?
Yes, they have recognized the day for me and you, Steve.
The day before is for friends.
Is that right?
What 13th? Is it called? Galentine's Day.
Galentine's Day. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, just girlfriends. It can't even be a guy friend? Gaiatine Day.
Gaiatine. Okay, so today is a Singles Appreciation Day. It's a lot today. It was my mom's birthday over the weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so that was nice.
Is she born on Valentine's Day?
No, it was. She's born on Lincoln's birthday, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, we celebrated her and Lincoln's birthday, and it was great. She had her annual margarita, which was very exciting. My mom likes to have it once a year. You know that, Steve, right? My mom likes the salt on the rim margarita.
The birthday margarita, that's what they call it, right? With the salt on the rim.
That is the birthday margarita. And then we...
Just one?
Yeah, we don't like to get my mom too lit on the holidays. And then we had then the Valentine's Day. And then today is, I believe it's President's Day today too, right? Mm-hmm. It's a wild weekend. Now, you know George Washington and Lincoln, they're known for a lot of things, right? Two historical figures, wonderful men. But the best thing that they could be known for is that today you get 15% off a mattress. Did you know that?
Yeah, and don't you get appliances too? Is it just mattresses?
I think it's all across the board. 20% off, Steve. So you go to Sleepy's. You mentioned that it's President's Day. You get yourself a nice Posturepedic. Okay? Tell them George Washington sent you.
Sleepy's is out of...
Steve, stay with the bit. He's so literal. This is why I'm glad you're not in the studio. I'm so angry with you. Especially, this is a little weird because I can only see on Sally's computer a little bit, but usually when we're doing the show from home, you know how poor the lag time is when I do the show from my house?
3 minutes.
It's worse.
No.
I do the show and then I can go upstairs and watch it later, and that's I can sync it in. That's when I can finally see the voice in sync with the audio. It's terrible. It's really horrible. Why is that? Is that the streaming software we're using?
No, I don't. I mean, like, it's worse than 3 minutes, like, literally.
It's a good 3 minutes.
Because
Are we mirroring? Oh, you're mirroring them right now?
Yeah.
So we have a really exciting show tonight on this rainy, sleety Monday. Boy, this would have been a third time. Judy would have never talked to us again. We canceled on Judy and the rest of the cast. It was postponed. We didn't cancel. Thank you. We postponed due to weather. I thought we wouldn't get it until mid-June. I thought that would be when the weather would clear up. But we have Judy Roman, DC Anderson. Kevin is with us too, Kevin Morrow. And they are, Judy is the writer, the producer. She's also in it, right? A little cameo in the movie Fair Market Value, which was very funny. I did see it. I thought it was very hilarious. It was really good stuff. And so we're going to have them on in a couple of minutes. We're going to bring them in, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. The movie's actually, it's set on Long Island, right? Yeah, so that was, I like that.
Yeah, it's great. Anything local is really cool.
I love local things. Speaking of which, how did Andrew Dice do last night? How did we do with that show?
I'm sure great. He's just amazing.
Now, he performed in the room, right? Mm-hmm. He was here?
Yep.
Is he still there?
Yeah, we keep him.
Okay, good. Can he come on for a little bit? No?
We have to let him out.
We let him out. So, Steve, did you watch any of that last night? Is Steve on? Where is he? Steve, are you still with us?
Work, so
Sounds a little. Steve's also on a little lag.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Looks like
we can hear you enough. Go ahead.
I was in bed. I have to wake up early in the morning, but I looked at some old Dice Clay bits on the YouTube. It just felt like he was right there. It was awesome.
It was. You're coming in a little bit sketchy, but we can get the gist of what you're saying, which is more than enough that we need.
And let me know when you want to run the, because we've got a clip.
Yeah, I actually want to cue that up. If you can get that set, we have a clip, the trailer from Fair Market Value. We want to show all of our listeners and audience out there, the squares. This is, you let us know when you got it queued up.
Yeah, I've got it ready.
You got
Whenever
it ready?
you want to do it.
All right, Steve, check this out. And we also have, I think everybody else is standing by. Judy, come watch with us. Let's bring Judy right on.
Let me do the clip while she's getting all ready.
All right, get yourself ready. We'll make a big intro right after the clip.
Okay.
All right, here's a clip from Fair Market Value.
Welcome to Atlantic Shores Realty.
Everybody, this is...
Permiso, mi amor. Gracias. Un momentito.
Kendall. This is Kendall, everyone.
We hear you're the real estate agent.
My sales last year were 43 million. I'm sorry, what were your sales?
59 million.
You ever been in a black barbershop before?
I'm just a white girl from London. I've never even been to KFC.
You two are working together.
You're trying to imply that I am quote-unquote jealous.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to side with Brooke here. She's always been kind of a bitch.
My parents want to meet you.
What does that smell?
I'm making spam macaroni and cheese.
I am allergic
To what?
to all of it. All of the ingredients.
It's like you're implying I'm not a man or something.
Here's your strawberry decorating.
30,000!
Oh, no, look at
Yes! No!
Pray with me.
A private ritual?
No, you're thinking of masturbation.
I'm coming for you!
sit.
I'm sorry. That's the whole English I have. I'm gonna sell the shit out of this house.
Wait, hold on.
Welcome to Atlantic Shores Realty.
Everybody, this is
Permiso, mi amor.
Can't hurt.
Gracias.
I was going to say, just keep rolling.
Momentito.
Roll it through the whole show. Show the whole movie. And we'll have like commentary like they do at Mystery Science Theater 3000.
And here we are. Hey,
Are we-
everyone.
Are we back?
Yep.
Hey, so that was the trailer from Fair Market Value. And now you can see to my left, Judy San Roman.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
And Judy, if you don't mind, just
You
like
can
come a
even
little
scoot
bit
over.
closer.
I'll get away from you. I'm
'Cause
sorry.
There you go. You don't have to go that far. That's fine.
Yes. And do we also have now, Judy? You are the writer and producer
Correct.
of Fair Market Value, which is streaming right now on
Urban Flicks TV.
Urban Flicks TV. Now, do we have DC Anderson with us and Kevin Morrow?
I believe they can all be on whenever they want, so it's whenever they're going to.
Let me give a shout out.
talk.
Who's on with us right now? I'm going to try to see.
I'm on DC, if you can hear me.
Hey,
Hi, DC.
hey, DC.
Hi, Judy. Hey.
and Kevin. I'm here.
Hey,
Hey,
Kevin.
Hey, baby.
Thanks so much for jumping on tonight.
No worries.
I know it took us 3 times.
Three's a charm.
That I hope so because of the weather. Now,
you go.
are you guys? Is everybody in New York? Are they
Yes.
okay? So we tell
I
us.
see DC. I want to see
Oh, wait.
Kevin. Where's that handsome man?
I got. There's DC.
Oh, don't look there. He's already on. You can see him right now.
Kevin's on. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
When
cool.
they talk, they'll pop
That's
up.
about a 2-minute delay that you're seeing up
Okay,
there.
perfect.
We want to make sure we got everybody here. So now you saw the clip, Judy. Give us a little synopsis of the movie. Tell us a little about it.
Okay, well, it's about these 3 successful women in the real estate business, and they come together to sell this McCall mansion. It's based on Long Island, and one of the real estate agents is relocates from Miami, and they really don't like each other, and they have to come together to sell this big property. Kevin Monroe plays the boss. He's the broker at the real estate
Right.
office, so he has to control the madness, all the crazy women going
Right.
on.
He's the voice of reason.
Yeah, and they're all 3 are very successful in their careers, but they're terrible at relationships. So it's a little loosely based on my past.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Where did the idea come from? Is this a little bit based on?
Yeah, initially
yourself?
it was titled "Working 9 to 5." It was like from the Dolly Parton.
Right.
Yeah, and I did this years ago, and then it's loosely based on me in different relationships. Like we choose, we're good at one thing. You can't have it all, but with their friendships, they become smarter and they learn to, they evolve and see what they want in themselves.
I liked the cast. I thought the cast worked well together. I thought it was very good chemistry.
It's amazing because we really didn't have them get together and go through the script prior.
Right.
It was magic on set to see DC and Julia Duffy and Kevin with Luisana. It was just unbelievable. Everybody, Tina Benko, just phenomenal.
I liked. I also liked. Help me with her name. She played Missy Goya. Was
Olga Meredith. Yeah, she's fantastic.
very
she
funny.
works so much. She was in. She played J-Lo's mom in Shades of Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's coming out with Lin-Manuel's new movie this summer also. She plays the
great.
grandmother, and she's just, you see her in everything. She's just so cool, and like I said, there's not one character that didn't bring it to set.
No, it was everybody worked well together. DC, how did you? I loved. I mean, without even saying a word, your facial expressions, just the way you were with Julia in those scenes in the mansion was fantastic. How was that? How were those scenes with Julia?
Oh, that was a hoot. I'd seen Julia. I think she was on the Newhart show, right?
Yes.
I watched her in the Newhart show.
Exactly.
I always loved her, and we took the car in from Manhattan to Long Island to shoot it, and so we got to know each other a little bit, and we had a great time. It was a lot of fun with her. She's hysterical.
Yeah, I liked the mix of the characters because you had people like Deborah Jo Rupp, you had Julia Duffy, so you have these veterans.
Craig
Biarco, who was I'm a big fan of from Cinderella Man. Dickie Roberts. I think he was also in. He was very funny. So I really enjoyed the cast. I loved. Tell me a little bit about the soundtrack, because I really I thought the music was great for the movie.
We have all original music, which is fantastic for an indie film to
Right.
be able to have this. So I had my really good friends, like for the kit car, the Knight Rider car. My friend Stavros, he works with me on every film that I do. Like they came up with the song, the funny song with the Knight
opening
Rider car.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
the opening song was hysterical. When
that
she's
was,
driving. And
yeah, no, it's fantastic.
That is-
Everybody is, I mean, original music. J.D. Leonard, who I work with a lot.
Oh, he's great. I really like him.
He performs all over
He's
Long Island.
been in
He's
here a
great.
few times
Yeah,
for a
so-
couple of music shows. Yeah, he's I just like him.
Yeah,
you know?
he's a dear friend, and his music is spot on. So I work with him a lot. And Eros Cartacini did he was the composer.
Right.
And same thing, I've worked with him on, I think, like 10 films. And the crazy part is I've never met him in person. He lives in Italy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we worked on a short film together. Then Ben Affleck did. We had like the top 200 films. We made it out of 10,000 on a short, and he was just magic. And I never let go. You work with the
Right.
same people; they're great. It becomes a film family.
It was shot great. I loved a lot of. Where was the mansion? Where did you shoot?
In Douglaston.
That was in Douglaston in Queens. How did you get that?
Just asking around. One of my dear friends, Aleem, had he's a member there, so he was able to get us the mansion. So they're closed on Mondays, and we were able to go there and shoot. So we had to put the trampoline up.
I love the trampoline. Where I bet you didn't know this, Sally. I have a trampoline at my house.
I would guess that.
Yeah. That right?
Yeah. Did you have when you were like a little boy or something?
No,
and you
I just got it a few
you
months
go?
ago because I had an injury, so it's part of my rehabilitation.
It's actually
It was
really
cheaper
great
than the built-in pool that you would need for
Yes,
your
I
rehabilitation.
couldn't do the built-in, so I went with the trampoline on Amazon, it was great.
I actually just retired the trampoline. I had it in my backyard. We shot a lot of movies, included it. So I actually just took it apart and
okay.
we retired it.
So did you guys get to like at least?
We always did. We always
have,
did. We
like,
did it on
workouts on
set.
there
Yeah,
and do some fun
it was
on
a
there?
lot of fun.
That was it. What was the why did you have the idea? Why was that? Why did you think about that?
I had my niece and nephew, come over at the house, so I always had the trampoline. So as an indie filmmaker, you always try to use the props that you have available to. So the Knight Rider, was put into the script because we had access. It's a dear friend of mine who owns the car.
Right.
So you try to use the props that you have at your disposal. It makes life a little easier.
Work it into the story. We'll get. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. So you had a how was you were trying to navigate all these women during the and the real estate scene. I love when you tell them that the house is the mansion's now for sale because the person had passed away, and you turn your back to the camera and you're like, yes. I thought that scene was really funny. How was that?
Got to make some money, baby. It was good. It was good. The fun for me was both the two ladies I worked with the most, which were Tina and Luciana. I didn't know them at all. I wrote in for the shoot with Tina, so she and I started to get to know each other, which was cool. And then to meet Lou on set, I had no idea how funny this girl was. I mean, I just so on point, so funny, and so helpful. She was really, really great. It was fun to work with both of them. Yeah,
she seems she was very natural. Like you were saying, that was actually her first English speaking role.
Julia Duffy had no idea that she didn't speak. She just found out speaking to us a few months ago that her English was like she was working on the script scene by scene with myself, with other people on set. She was just fantastic how much she put into, like, you would never know like her English was that bad because, like Kevin just said, like her comedic timing was like impeccable.
That's the hardest thing because she still, she had those kind of, good improv skills, and she was able to relay the kind of sarcasm and the comedic along with doing the language. That must have been...
She's a true professional because the same thing, like I learned Spanish before I learned English, so you think in Spanish, so same thing. She had to translate in her head, and it doesn't sometimes make sense.
Right.
But I mean, she didn't miss a cue. She was just amazing.
Her comedic timing was so good. And that's like I always say to my when I watch movies and I see people doing dramas or I see people doing comedies, it's so much more difficult to do comedies in my opinion, because if you don't have like comedic timing, you're not going to be able to do it. And
100%.
she was like spot on.
She was great
in a different language.
I know. I mean, that was she was phenomenal.
Okay.
I was like, I was blown away when you said that, and I heard you talking about that when you interviewed with Tony and Sally. But she was really good on that. How did now tell me a little bit about this? You were asking me, Judy. There was a little issue with the name. Somebody was that with DC?
Yeah, DC. I'm not sure if you knew this story.
This is pretty funny.
Yeah, this is really funny. So Lou felt terrible for DC while we were shooting.
Mm-hmm.
She really thought that like some of the crew and the cast didn't like DC. Because she thought they were calling him. Can I say the? I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say a-hole. They thought that they were calling DC a-hole, but it was Oswald. So she didn't understand. Oswald to her sounded like a-hole. So she goes, "They're so mean to him. They're so mean to him." So I mean, we were dying. Drew and Jean. Like I don't know, Kevin. Did you? You weren't there for those scenes. DC, did you know this?
No,
Well, Michael's Buble, who was her husband, who was on set, said to me, now Lou came up to me and said she's concerned about you because of your name, and I didn't know what he meant by that. She said because of the name that they're calling you in the film, she's concerned, and so I didn't know what to say because I didn't know what he meant.
Yeah, so that was it. It was funny. She thought it sounded like a-hole. So I was like, no, it's Oswald. So we always laugh about it, because she was so sweet. She really cared about DC. So he must have been like, why is she all over me and so compassionate? So there you go. She was worried. You had her ready to kick anybody's butt who messed with you, DC.
I do that to you.
To watch her on screen, I saw this film twice last week, and just to watch her on screen, she comes right through this she's her luminosity or her charisma without saying a word. She's one of the most charismatic actresses I've seen in years. I don't mean to hyperbole. I just when I watch her, she's gorgeous. She's kind, and she's got such a big heart. You can tell by watching the film. I just wanted to say that. That's one of the things. One of the things I love about
She's a Brazilian actress?
Argentinian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Argentina also.
Oh,
that's
you
how
really?
I came up, because she's super famous in Argentina.
Yeah.
She's a model, actress. She did Married with Children, Casada con Hijos.
Right.
For 10 years. She played Kelly Bundy
wow.
in Spanish with her real life brother was her brother on the
wow.
show.
I have to see that.
And she's done a lot of Spanish movies on Netflix, but this is her first English speaking role. So,
wow. So that's how you connected with her? Is that?
I mean,
how did you find her?
I tracked her down with her Canadian manager and her Argentinian manager, and she was like, "Who's this Argentinian producer? I don't know her." And she had blind faith because I stalked her like crazy, and we became dear friends. I love her. I just, she's just light. She did this indie film just like Kevin and DC. They didn't do it for the money.
Right.
They did it for passion to bring something beautiful to set and together, because working on indie sets, it's so much more difficult. Kevin just shot something on Monday, and he was in his trailer. We didn't have any of that stuff on our production.
How was it working on an indie film, guys? Or Kevin, you can go first. Did you now when you first saw the script, did you like it immediately? Did you like the character?
I liked my character. I didn't get to read the whole script. So the first time I knew the whole script was when I saw the movie.
Okay.
I just had my scenes, and I liked what my character was doing in the scenes. His bit of attitude and the I guess what am I say, the pompousness of him, I guess, the ego that he had is one of those characters that I never get to play. I don't have that kind of an ego, and he has one, and to have that control over these particular people was kind of cool, I must say.
Yeah, you definitely controlled.
And he was a very sharp dresser. I
Yes.
think Kevin's a sharp dresser too. So
so that worked.
They had in common.
That worked well. Wardrobe was okay for everybody. You guys had
amazing.
You guys had. I was looking. Did you check out like some of the wardrobe scenes?
They really helped. I have to say, the women, Tina and Wendy, thank God. They fit in my clothes because most
Okay.
of the dresses and handbags were mine. Lou had her own stuff, and I can't thank her enough. And for the stuff that she did wear,
Okay.
I had to, like, again, she's used to modeling, and she'd keep all the clothing.
Right.
On mine, I was like, can you tuck the tags in? Because I might be returning it right after.
I do
makeup,
that all the time.
yeah, and makeup was really cute because makeup, my friend Jules, she was gonna cut the tag off, and she said, no, the tag in, we gotta return. So she just, like, again, no one had egos
Right.
and said we did what we had to do to get the film done, you know. So, but no, Kevin, that was his wardrobe, if I remember correct.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so he came ready to play that powerful Long Island
Yeah.
broker, and he nailed it beyond.
Oh, it was great. Now you had did you work with DC before?
I worked with him after.
Okay.
Yeah, he did my movie Rich Boy, Rich Girl. He worked with me again.
That's now I didn't see that. Is that with C. Thomas?
Yeah, see Tommy Howell's
Right.
in that one. Elaine Hendricks. Who else is in that movie? Cody Longo. Really cute.
Yeah. Now
It's
this
on
movie,
Amazon Prime.
That's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I was looking at a little bit of that. That's a comedy, or is that more
It's
of
a romantic
It's a
comedy,
rom-com
yeah.
type of thing. Steve, did you? We also have my partner, Steve. Are you still with us, or have you
I am
left
still-
us
I
and
am
went to the
still with-
bathroom?
Hi, Steve.
I am still with you. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Steve Square.
Steve Squared. So we had to have another Steve. People be like, "Why? What's with the Steve Squared?" So we tried to keep.
You
the,
just think that much of yourself.
the logistics. Yeah, there's not
I
enough.
am
One is not enough of
bigger
me.
than my only Steve name.
But so Steve, what did you saw a little bit of it? What did you think?
I was impressed. I think first thing, as Sally said, I love watching local
Local
stuff about the
flavor.
Yeah.
island, local flavor, and there was a definite originality to it. There was a definite, what's the word I'm thinking of right now, but I can't think of it now.
Hilarious. Laugh out loud.
Come on, Steve. Any of your tremendous, fascinating, riveting.
Exactly. There
The
you go.
energy of Long Island.
It definitely.
Exactly.
Now, are you
The
from Long?
energy.
Are you originally from Long Island?
No, I grew up in Queens,
Okay.
and I moved out here about 10 years ago.
Okay. All right. Are you? How about you, Sal? Are you originally? Where were you
Yeah,
originally from?
I'm originally from Long Island, but then I left when I was 20, and I came back about 9 years ago. So yeah, I've been everywhere.
Can you do me a favor? What the pronunciation of Luisana's last name? Because I can't get it.
It's Luisana Lopilato.
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 I was having
Not that difficult, not that bad.
No?
It's a tongue twister,
It's
bud.
a-
You get
okay.
it, you got it.
I was trying so hard. Jerry Adler's in this also.
Jerry was so awesome. He was my
Yeah.
scene partner.
Oh,
and,
my
and
gosh.
for my scene, he was so fantastic.
Yeah, very
he's,
funny.
I mean, legendary.
Yeah,
One of my favorites.
Sopranos.
And he came on set like everybody else, so professional and so much heart. And he acted like he was on one of his TV shows, like that professional. Didn't make it like, oh, what is this little
Right.
indie film? Was like such respect. And it was such a great scene with him. And I'm in awe that he did it for us, and just a really great guy.
Yeah, it's just so nice when when you remember what it's like back in the day when you didn't have any money, and when you do have money and you give back.
He was a
that's
super
so
class
nice.
act. Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing, Julia Duffy. I'm grew up watching her and such a fan of hers. And
Deborah was hilarious. Deborah Jo Rupp I love her from that '70s show. She was funny I love the scene when she just turns on a dime and she's like getting at it. She's like, I want to kill him. She's like, Craig is so funny in that.
It was just wonderful. It really
everybody
was.
was just terrific.
I think one of my favorite DC moments was the Swiffer. I'll get the Swiffer.
And she's like, you can keep the quarter when they flip the quarter and it rolls. And I think DC, did you go pick that quarter up?
I went and picked it right up, put it right in my pocket.
Now, do you still have it as a little memento? What have you done with that quarter, DC? That's a union problem there.
It's a prop.
Was that a prop quarter or was that a real quarter?
I never got it back. Never got it back.
Judy has a problem with you right now. Let's get this out. Show us that quarter.
Next film, I'll bring it to the set.
All right, fine. Are you guys working on something now?
Because of COVID, I haven't shot anything.
Okay.
So I've been fortunate just to try to release films that I have out right now. So we shot a TV pilot with Chris Roach, one of your local.
Yes.
I love him to death. So
Funny,
we
very
shot
funny.
something with him. So working on that, and I have a film called The Wrong Path that's supposed to come out in a few months. And just been doing a lot of writing. I haven't been on set. Taking it a little seriously, and I had a lot of loved ones, get COVID, and. So, and a few people, friends of friends die. And so I just want to try to, just make sure everybody gets vaccinated and down the road,
Definitely.
Be back to set. I know DC, he was working, and Kevin, they're very on set. My friend shot a movie just a few weeks ago, and they're super safe, taking temperatures
the protocols
daily.
are always on the
it's
set
really
with
strong.
SAG.
But
It's
as
great.
an indie filmmaker,
It's harder.
It's so much like the prices, everything went up so much more. So I'd rather just take this time to do a lot of really
Well, it
great
gives you
writing.
time to write, right?
Yeah, I'm doing right. We have like 8 projects in development right now, so
Wow.
I'm very excited.
Very cool. So what are you guys working on? Kevin, what are you working on now?
I just shot an episode of SVU.
Okay.
That was the last week thing, and I guess it was about 4 weeks ago, about a month ago, I just finished working on the new Ava DuVernay film for Netflix, Colin in Black and White, about Colin Kaepernick. So
Oh, wow.
I'm looking forward to coming out, yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to that. When is that coming? When is that releasing?
I'm not sure. I think it's going to be summertime release because they're still shooting in LA now.
Okay,
So.
gotcha. How about you, DC? What are you working on?
Just finished shooting on a film called Master, written and directed by Miriam Diallo. It's kind of a supernatural. It's fascinating script. I think they just finished shooting. My last scene was a couple months ago. So, but I just saw that they finished shooting because every day you'd still get the COVID information about what they're doing that day, where all the measures, and so those stopped coming. So I think they're done shooting.
Has that been difficult? Have they been canceling a lot of calls and rescheduling and everything like that while you're shooting through this?
This film never did. This film, they were so tight with it. So this film never did.
Wow.
Yeah, same with NBC and also with Netflix. It was just so you went through so many different levels of being checked.
Right.
It was a piece of cake. It was a piece of, you just got used to it, and I felt so safe. So safe.
It's such a different world now, right? To go through all these protocols on set, and it's a whole new thing to deal with.
I'm looking very forward to not having any more swabs up my nose, but yeah.
Yes.
That's why I haven't been on set. I do not want to do that.
Yeah,
so I
there's
know
a lot of
it's
people
not
that are
easy.
like not.
I'm waiting.
Have you had it done yet?
I've done it 4 times,
Oh, my
but
goodness.
I do not. I had to go to a wedding, so I had to travel. So I have done it, but I mean, they're the actors on set, they have to do it daily, every 3 days. But you have to for safety.
Yeah, of course.
And, I mean, usually even before COVID, there's always somebody that's sick and some crazy diabolical illness going around, some flu. So this I'm not playing with. I'm waiting, and I have a lot to keep me busy right now, so it's good.
Cool. I know this is the first time I feel weird because I've never been around people. So I'm like, I didn't even know what to do. I was like, okay, so yeah, we'll be okay.
Well, me and Steve had it last January, so Steve, have you been, not so nervous this year because you had it last January?
Whatever it was, I can assume like you did. I thought it was it because it was bad. But I mean, I've been just protocol, washing my hands. I mean, my hands are hurting so much. They're raw.
Neutrogena,
right?
Is the best cream to get.
Yes,
Get your Neutrogena,
exactly.
Steve. I've told you that many times.
I know.
It's the best cream out there. It's a plug for Neutrogena.
I was quarantined at work. Someone was infected. I was out for 2 weeks. I got tested twice. I got that thing into my skull twice, and I was fine.
Well, you look great.
Knock wood.
Yes, you look a lot better.
I take care also of my dad. He's 88,
wow.
so I'm
have to
trying to.
doubly-
Yeah, we live in a bubble. We really
Oh,
do.
wow.
I'm not running to get vaccine because I came from corporate America, so I'm not
You wanna
running.
wait and see.
I'm definitely waiting, but
Okay.
the biggest thing is just wash your hands and don't touch your face. Simple formula.
I remember the
and-
first few
Wear a mask.
weeks, all I thought about was, seriously, all I do is touch my face.
It really makes you think how many times,
And take it for
until you're
granted that
told
you
not
would.
to.
Or like put gas in your car, and now I use a glove or something like that. All these things we did.
I still always think about when I have to put my like debit code in with my my finger. Like I still like carry a little wipey every
The
time.
good thing about Huntington, they do the gas for you, so you don't have to touch the guzzle. And so it's nice. I always try to get gas there. If I'm in the city, wherever I am, I go to Huntington.
I'm going to Huntington.
Yeah.
That's my new
the
gas
poor
stop.
people are getting gas out of Huntington.
Yes, it's a plug for the Huntington gas stations. We'll give them. How come? I wanted to ask you, how did you connect with Urban Flicks? Tell us a little bit about that platform.
So I have a sales agent that I've worked on a few films with. I have The Brawler that's on Netflix and
Chuck Wepner story.
Yep,
Great
Chuck
movie.
Wepner. Yeah, so one of the producers on that. So Jared worked with me on that, and we worked on Tapestry with Stephen Baldwin. He did Rich Boy, Rich Girl. He got me distribution. So The Wrong Path. So he was able to. We did an exclusive deal with Urban Flicks TV for 3 months, and then we're waiting to hear other platforms to. We dubbed the film in Spanish. I'm not sure if Kevin and DC know this, but you're going to be in South America, and so we dubbed the film. We have the subtitles. So it's
so Kevin and DC, they don't have to brush up on their Spanish.
No,
it'll be subtitled for them. How do you guys speak any other languages? How are your Spanish?
No speak Spanish.
That is very good. That's Judy's cringing right now. She's like, okay.
I don't know. That
he gets E for effort.
Okay.
Maybe his name is asshole.
Well, how do you say that in Spanish? Maybe we could say it nicely. Yeah. Oh, it's the same in Spanish.
Oswald. Yeah.
Oswald. Well, that's pretty funny.
So I'm excited for it to go to South America because, again, Lou has a tremendous platform there, and as well as in Europe, Italy, and Spain, and France. So, we want to get as much traction as possible with this
it's
film.
getting so much exposure right now. How's the response been?
Everybody loves it. It's great to get the comments, from friends that, they're going to say it's the greatest film no matter what because they're your friends. But then, you really hear the details of how they love everybody on the film and how each moment, and I've watched it so many times that it touches them and makes you feel great. And people that I don't know, everybody, it's so well received. I mean, everybody comes. It's just unbelievable.
I like that. The way the parallel was because you had each of them with relationships, the way you kind of did that parallel. So they're each dealing with their relationships and they're each dealing with their working relationships between each other. And so I liked, can you tell me, there was a couple, who was the boyfriend of Lou's boyfriend or that she kind of connected with?
Drew Moreland.
Is that Drew?
Yeah,
That's
Drew
true?
Moreland. Yeah,
he
Drew
was
Moreland.
great.
He's wonderful. He actually worked with me on a film called The Wrong Path last summer, and he was the lead with C. Tommy Howell, and he's great.
Yeah, I really liked him.
He's in that new Butterfinger commercial. I see that commercial
all
day long now. So
was that on a Super? I have to see the Butter. I'm not Steve. You're more of a Butterfinger guy than me. Steve, tell me about the Butterfinger commercial. I know you've seen it.
I haven't. I don't think I've seen it.
Stop
I'm gonna
it.
Be on the lookout for it, though.
Please
I'm gonna
do.
Be on the lookout for
yeah,
it.
That's true. So no, he was great, and again, he didn't know Lou prior, and they
Oh
had
yeah,
amazing chemistry.
They really did. They looked like they belonged together. They made like a nice looking couple. Like everybody, it was really. It was. How long did it take to shoot this movie?
About 3 weeks. And
wow, pretty quick.
But pre-production and post was forever.
Sure,
So,
that's what the long parts are.
Yeah, so again, just getting the money to finish the film. You have to color the film, the sound, and what do you do when you don't have music? To get the rights for music, it's very expensive. So we came up with our own music, and like I said,
which probably was better. I mean, I don't. That was my
grateful.
favorite part.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the
that
music.
I feel like the music is just unbelievable. I actually wrote 2 of the songs in the film also with JD. Yeah, so JD sings it. I wrote the songs, and JD. That's what you do as a producer.
Are you a songwriter? Have you written before?
She is.
I just
She is now.
I did for 3 films just because we needed songs. So I wrote. I can't sing for my life. I can't drive and I can't sing. You don't want to hear me sing.
You sure? Okay.
No,
You can't. Did you say drive?
I'm a terrible driver.
You made it here.
Yeah, thank God. But no, definitely, you don't want to hear me sing. But the songs are beautiful, and JD, just like it's unbelievable. And I did one song with Stavros, same thing. He sung my lyrics, so it's very cool.
Well, that's pretty nice. That's
You get
pretty
it.
neat.
I mean,
didn't
you
know
can write a
that.
poem. You can say anything. You give it to an artist,
Right.
a singer, and it just sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
They just bring their magic.
Wow. Now, guys, what was your favorite scenes in the movie? Tell me a little bit about DC.
My favorite scenes. I like the scenes with Drew and Luisana. I thought I love those scenes and the montages and the cinematography and the montages with them, and like you mentioned, their chemistry is. And then Craig Bierko is so funny. He's so different from how he is personally.
Oh,
to
is that
watch
right?
him in the film, he's not nebbish in the least.
Right.
And to watch him in this film that just cracked me up. So those are probably my favorite scenes.
I loved when she dragged the chair in the room.
Yeah.
It's like signature
The opener.
And she's
it was funny. It was really funny. Yeah.
What about you, Kev?
I would agree with what David said.
Yeah.
But in terms of my personal favorite scene for me would be when I'm sitting at the desk and I get to yell out, "White women, please!" I don't get to say lines like that, and it was just fun.
And just the banter back and forth between Lou and Tina and Kevin for that scene, that was one of the best scenes. She was like, "I don't even have a cat. I don't make chicken cacciatore." Like it's just, they were fantastic. They were just like going on. It was just amazing to watch.
So how much did you want them to? Did they have room for improvisation? Did you want them? Yeah,
always. Tina completely. When you see the montage of the real estate, her showing the house,
right?
She came up with most of it on
Really?
her own. Yeah, with the wallpaper and the toilet flushing, the porcelain toys. She came up with so much stuff. Some writers, producers, they ask the actors to stick to exactly what's on paper. I love it when they come up with they make it better. They know it's an indie film and they bring their A game on, and they're unbelievable. They made it so much better. And DC, I mean, I would have never thought, for that character that he would make it so fun and interesting. Right. You would think he's like, Julia Duffy's butler, but I mean, he had such personality, and he tried to steal those scenes with the.
He was. I think you were a scene stealer there. I mean, I just like I said, without even words, just the way you walked and the facial, they were hysterical.
He was so in character when he was looking at Julia Duffy. He's like, "Are they together?" So. And it almost leaves it open for fair market value too.
What was going on with that?
Yeah, because she was selling the house, and it looked like, I thought there was like a little love interest there with DC and Julia Duffy's character going on there. I wasn't sure,
What do you think about that, DC? Is there a future for you and Julia?
Yes, I have to say, when the husband died, sad as I was, I realized I was the man of the house, and
I think he liked the trampoline in the mansion.
Well, there you go. And you could put a twist in there. You could have murdered her husband or something like that. Are you behind this?
I'm behind that. Yeah.
All right.
The mystery of.
But that's got to be a better experience as an actor, to work with a writer, a producer that is open to you guys exploring the character. No.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they had so much more, when we shot this, they had so much more experience than I did, so I needed everybody to bring their A game, and they didn't realize how much they were my crutch, because they really just blew my mind. Like, I knew it was going to be special, but what they came up with, it's unbelievable.
Was there anybody, you could tell us, nobody's really watching this show. Was there anybody difficult to deal with? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I've been on sets that we have difficult. I have to say, we had 42 characters. No one. It was just unbelievable. Like, really just so gracious, and just wanted to do something special. And they didn't care who's there. They just wanted to do something. And again, they got paid, but I mean, it was minimal for what they did. It was a labor of love, and they did it like if they were on TV. It was just fantastic.
Oh, well, how much did we get paid? No, I'm just kidding. Let's bring it out here. Open the curtain. I loved, and tell me whose idea this was, to list all the extras at the end.
Oh, we do
I
that.
love
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That I think is so special.
We usually do that, but we actually did a casting call for that, which
Mm-hmm.
was unbelievable because I was, again, it's an indie film, so I was working on the casino signs. You
Right.
know, I had my niece and nephew doing no casino, got up
Okay.
to maybe, I think, like 10 signs. We only needed another 200 for that scene. And
my
so we
God.
put in a local Huntington come to the school and be a
Right.
part of it,
Oh,
and
wow.
you would get your name credited on the
Right.
film. We were thinking 10, 20 people were going to show up. Could not believe.
That's amazing.
And they showed up with signs and eager. It just made the scene so much more special because you
Right.
see the signs.
Yeah.
It looked like it was an authentic.
Exactly.
And it was funny because with Michael Buble, who's Lou's husband, he was like, I have trouble getting 4 models and I have to make sure I pay them. And we had over 200 people show up to help from the community that just wanted to be in a scene, and it was amazing. It really was. And Drew came up with a lot of his own for that scene.
Right.
You know, kissing the grandmother
Yes.
wasn't in the. You know,
Right.
we gave him carte blanche to do whatever he wanted, and
He was very funny.
That was amazing.
And that was a
great.
great scene. That was a really funny scene. I think that was amazing. Yeah.
The 2 kids were your niece and nephew?
No, the 2 kids in the movie is my best friend, Jen Hansen.
Okay.
Her son has done 2 movies with me. That kid is so talented. I call him
Yeah.
One Take. I did a drama with him years ago, and one take.
Wow.
And at the time, he was like maybe 10 years old. He was just unbelievable. And
We have a call.
Do we have a caller?
Oh, okay.
Would you take a call if there's a caller?
Sure.
Let's see. We didn't even know this. I didn't even give the number. Who's calling? Is it my mom? Maybe my mom's. What time is it?
Maybe it's Verizon.
It's probably Verizon.
Welcome. You're on the Steve Square Show.
Hello?
Hello. You're on the Steve Square Show.
I must have the wrong number.
Okay.
That happens. Don't worry about it. Anything you'd like to say?
We're just doing a show. Watch Fair Market Value. It's
Watch
on
Fair
Urban
Market Value.
Flix TV, okay?
Thanks for
Enjoy.
wrong calling in. Any other wrong
Fantastic.
numbers that we have there, Sally?
I wanted to ask about the.
But again, I did want to, sorry to interrupt you.
No,
I did
it's
want to give
okay.
a shout out to Victoria and Joseph. They were the kids in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They played Drew Moreland's kids. They were so great. I
Yes.
mean, they really didn't have the background, and
Okay.
they were so natural. The popcorn, you know, they're eating
Yeah,
the scary
it's
movie
very
scene.
funny
They was
scene.
so wonderful.
Yeah, they were
so.
great. They were.
Yeah, I was just going to ask about Michael Bublé.
Mm-hmm.
Is he is he completely bilingual, or did he have to learn Spanish when he fell in love with her?
He was bilingual. A lot of artists are because they sing in other languages. So he was
Okay.
totally bilingual when he met her, and it definitely was a strength because you know she was from Argentina and didn't have her English yet. But now, I mean, she's so fluent. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
so.
great. That's cool.
Kevin, and DC, this is for both of you. What is? Have you guys done a lot of comedies before? What's your comedy backgrounds?
My comedy background is mostly stage stuff.
Okay.
But and yeah, film wise, I guess the only other comedy was Rich Boy, Rich Girl. Other ones were drama. I was being hijacked or clobbered over the head with something. So this is yes.
What do you prefer? Are you? Do you like the comedy thing?
I like the comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think right now with everything going on in the world, we need You know,
Yeah,
my friends are like,
so
"Do you want
much.
to make a movie about COVID?" I was like, "I never
Oh,
want to
God,
live
no.
this again." And
I
I know
know.
we'll have 10 movies.
There
Somebody will
is
do them.
movies out. There is a movie out called
never-
COVID or something like
Yeah,
that.
I do not want to.
I have
my
no
heart,
interest to watch that. I'm living it.
I make, you know, my genres, it depends. Like, you know, if I have other investors and if they want me to do horror, drama, I'll do it. But my heart is romantic comedies. I feel like
Yeah.
we all need to get away from our stressful lives and
Absolutely.
jump on the couch and have a nice glass of wine and popcorn and just enjoy a happy 2 hours.
It was a feel-good movie.
Absolutely.
I like, you know, when things are happy and
Yeah,
happy.
I like the happy ending.
The happy end, yes.
so to speak.
It was a lot more happier than the series ending of Your Honor last night.
Oh, yeah.
I won't give the spoiler away.
Oh, yeah. I watched it too.
Did you say the?
Yeah.
Were you a fan of that series?
Oh, yeah. I loved it. Yeah.
You know, in the middle, it slowed up, but yeah, the ending kind of got really
Tidied it
went
up.
like,
yeah.
100
It was
miles an
A
hour.
little strange. Yeah.
Now they Showtime were saying they didn't know if they would make a second season.
They actually said they weren't going to make one.
I
That this
know.
was it.
I know. I would like a second season, just the way I would like a second Fair Market Value.
There you go.
I'm craving for more fair market value. Would you guys be up for that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, what happens? Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to mention about Judy's film, both films that I have done. Her cruise, those films work so efficiently. Judy, I noticed Melissa Watson, she ran that film Fair Market Value, which was nice because it kept the film moving, but it still let it breathe for the comedy. But both of her films are run very well. The crews are they're friendly, they're attentive, they move, they're just wonderful. I just wanted to say that about Judy and her films, that she gathers people together that are wonderful people, and at the same time they're there to do the work. And I just love being on set.
Thanks, Cece, for saying that. No, I try to surround myself with people that are smarter than me. If they're smarter, they're going to they're going to protect. I remember Melissa, I think her biggest challenge was from me on set. She was dynamite to work with. Was with the trampoline because, she's also safety, as the first they do your safety. So, of course, no jumping on the trampoline. Producer got to jump on the trampoline, and I remember she was like, get off the trampoline. You're the bad example for everybody. But it was like a once in a lifetime. You're in a mansion. You're with all these wonderful people. I had to jump on the trampoline. I know I gave her a silent stroke right there. So that was the only thing I did not listen. But everything else, she really did help run a tight ship.
Kind of run the set.
And and again, I work with a lot of the same crew because they're so great.
To shot that in 3 weeks. Now, it was all, because it definitely it all shot on Long Island?
Most of it was on Long Island, yeah.
Because it definitely, now you could actually, there was the water scene.
That was in Huntington.
That was in Huntington?
Yes.
And the Huntington Harbor, I was going to ask about that. Were they on, were they doing Wave Runners?
The Wave Runners,
yeah. That was that scene? How did you do that scene?
We rented Wave Runners, and we had to, Lou was actually just a few weeks pregnant. She just found out she was pregnant. Believe it or not, Miss Size Zero, she was pregnant.
Wow.
And
congratulations.
So she didn't do that scene. She was pregnant with Elias for the second baby on that one, and so she couldn't do the stunts on the Wave Runner. Drew was more than excited to do them himself, so I found one of my dear friends suggested this girl to do the stunts, and she was unbelievable, Michaela, because she was like Lou's twin.
Wow.
So for the jet ski scenes, you would think, we dubbed her voice so you think it's her. But it was unbelievable. I went to hug her a few times thinking it was Lou, and it was this other girl. It was just unbelievable.
You would not know.
There's no way.
There'd be no way you would know.
And I've watched it. I really have watched it like 300 times to do post and the editing, and you won't catch it. And a lot of the stunts, like any films, like, most of the actors are not doing their own stunts anyway, So.
Was there anything else, like physically wise, that you had to be careful of? Did anybody get hurt?
No.
Were you guys okay?
Yeah, they didn't get hurt, but when we were shooting the jet ski scene, we had the boat. We had my friend's boat.
Okay.
And he was funny, my friend Lewis, because I said, can I borrow your boat? Because we needed to put the camera equipment on the boat to shoot it and the drone. So when he was bringing back the drone, he cut himself a little bit, and you see everybody's facial reactions on the boat, like, oh my God, there's blood gushing, and thank God he was okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but it was crazy to, like, we were very safe. You never want anyone to get hurt. They'll never do anything for anybody. Safety is 100%.
Of course. Oh, well, that's good. Did you guys feel safe on the set?
I hope so.
Yes.
You weren't. There was no. Well, you guys weren't involved in any.
Stunts.
No stunts. Are you,
stunts.
Kevin? Did I read that you did some stunts? I was looking at a little bit. Did you do some stunt work previously?
No, that's a different Kevin Marr. Are you talking to me or David?
Kevin, no, you.
Yeah, that's a different Kevin.
Oh, is that right?
To get that off my IMDb page.
Yes, that was.
Yeah, the spelling of his name.
Because you spell Kevin with a Y, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. I wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, Kevin's also really popular on Broadway.
Yes. Oh, okay. You've done what kind of Broadway stuff? Who's?
I'm pointing and you can't see. My last show, the one that we just closed, was Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
Which is coming back. Color Purple. Dream Girls, Dream Bandstand.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
His Broadway pass.
Wow.
Leader of the Pack. I'm trying to look around and see. Scarlet Pimpernel. 5 guys named Mo.
How much do you miss that? I mean, I know we're hoping, that when we can get some shows back, that's been so tough on the Broadway community.
It has been. I miss the interaction, with the live audience, of course, like,
Sure.
like all quote-unquote Broadway performers. I've been fortunate enough that I've been working throughout this time, whether it be doing workshops or shooting a couple of films or doing. I shot a green screen film also during this time. I've been keeping busy in terms of my creativity. I've been very, very fortunate in that respect. But I do miss the idea that the live performance, that feeling with an audience, being there. And I also miss doing straight plays, live.
Right.
I've been doing those online as well. So it's the whole thing.
Well, hopefully that's a big thing that we all hope comes back soon, because I always love going to see the live performances and the Broadway shows and the off-Broadway shows. I mean, that's hit that industry
What's the
so hard.
timeline that they're saying? Was it June, July, Kevin?
That's what they're saying. I personally don't see how that's really going to happen just yet in terms of the vaccines, but that's
right.
what the latest date is. That's what they're saying. My guesstimation in my head would be more like the fall. More like a reality, because the entire world has to be vaccinated at least 80%, because it's not just the U.S. that supports Broadway. It's the world that supports Broadway.
Tourism.
Yeah.
New York thrives on Broadway.
I know, that's the hugest hit is to that industry. Are you guys able to? Is there any work going on, like projects that you guys can at least rehearse, or is there any? Are you looking at some plays and scripts and things like that?
There are 3 workshops of 3 musicals that I've done, and one of them is the soundtrack has just been released digitally, or part of it's just been released digitally on sound. What's that called?
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Thank you. SoundCloud. It just came out. It started yesterday on SoundCloud.
Oh,
it's
cool.
called Swipe Right. But we shot the whole video of the entire musical. And there are some music videos that will be released also of some of the songs in it. And there were 2 other projects I worked on. One called Shame, which is Shame with a capital A in the middle. It's based on the Scarlet Letter.
Right.
So we did that whole workshop online and videotaped that as well. I'm trying to think. There was another one. I can't think of the name of it. So yeah, I mean, workshops are happening all online. They're either recording them or working out various scripts. There's a pilot that I'm working out online right now, a TV pilot. So
wow.
We're working that out and rewriting the character. Matter of fact, I've just changed characters in it. Gone from being the boyfriend to being the husband, and I think it may go back. So, yeah, they just sent me the script and I was reading. I'm going, I like the boyfriend better for me. It fits better now. We've rewritten it. They've rewritten the boyfriend with some of my notes that I was giving. And I'm going, well, now it fits. Why am I the husband? But so yeah, things are happening, but it's all on Zoom.
It's all on Zoom. I mean, I was going to ask you, both of you and all of you, like how that is for an actor. I mean, that's got to be a lot different now. Everything's so differently creative. They have to put on some content. So we're doing it through Zoom. I mean, how different is is that tougher for the performances?
Go ahead, David.
I'm finding that I'm getting to be a better lip syncer.
Okay.
Because some of the stuff that we've been doing is they record the songs first,
right?
And sometimes even record some of the scenes first. So when I first was asked to do like a 7-minute scene and then lip sync it, I thought, I can't remember what it was that I did. I don't know how I said that, but it's amazing how your instinct sort of kicks in, and eventually got it filmed. But that's the toughest thing is to have to lip sync something that you've already performed and then make it look like you're lip syncing is. But that's been the biggest challenge for me.
Okay.
Yeah, the technique has been helping a great deal on the video technique, like in terms of self-tape auditions. David.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All of that is like getting much better at playing the camera with your own self-tape and critiquing yourself and fixing and all that stuff, and it's another whole world right now.
Right. No, it's definitely it's a new challenge. It's just a new world to create all this content and to still deliver, because people still, the creativity can't stop.
I've seen a lot of my friends in the industry. They have been doing a lot of Zooming and those kind of movies and just Zoom to Zoom the characters, which is fantastic. I've just been focusing because I want to put that energy out there, that juju that we're going to go back to the way it was.
It will.
I'm just
hang tight.
On. Yeah,
everybody hang tight.
I'm believing.
Oh, you have to. You got it too. I have faith that Broadway will be back. Movies will be, the sets will be back.
But everybody who's back to work right now is just remarkable because it is, the swabbing. There's a lot of protocol that they have to do that's not comfortable, but they're doing it so we are entertained, so you can watch something at home. So it's so 10
important.
Times harder, and your safety. You don't want to go home and bring your loved ones anything. So I give them beyond props for what they're doing.
Absolutely, it's amazing, and. Thank you, Sally, for having us in the studio tonight, for you guys making the Govs Comedy Club so safe.
Yeah, you're welcome. We were thinking of who would actually do a really great interview, and it was you. We were thinking that, you guys would really do this right. So
it's
thank
easy.
You, Steve.
Judy's a professional. And the movie's wonderful.
Well, I figured it would be fun. I'm close enough that I could come in person with Kevin in DC. It's a little more challenging, especially this weather, because we're expecting, I think, another snowstorm tonight.
Know.
So.
I thought it was just rain. I think it's just rain. It's like 40 degrees.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little more rain, but
like I say, we had to postpone our interview.
I know.
Twice,
I felt
so
horrible.
I felt bad for DC and Kevin.
I know.
They
Thank
were
you, guys.
Shooting. They were shooting, and I was like, sorry.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. This is a complete try.
I appreciate it so much. It was great having you guys, DC Anderson and Kevin Moreau and Judy San Roman. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. And just for your viewers, Urban Flix TV, Fair Market Value. Catch DC Anderson and Kevin Moreau. Their performances are amazing.
It's fantastic, the movie. I can tell you firsthand, it's hilarious. You will definitely enjoy it. Watch it tonight. It's a nice night to watch it.
It's a great night. It came out December, and we were thinking we almost said it's a Christmas movie. It's a holiday, because it just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Anytime. Valentine's, it was definitely appropriate.
Perfect for now.
I think it's great for any day of the week. It's just, we have so much on our plates. It'll definitely remember some of the nostalgic with the Knight Rider car from the 90s
I love
and all that. So it was touching.
Well,
there's so many favorite parts for anybody, so we want to hear what your favorite scene is.
Yeah, definitely.
It was honored at the Bentonville Film Festival for a comic ensemble, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, Bentonville Film Festival, which is run by Gina Davis, and the Walmart, Coca-Cola is behind it also. So yeah, best ensemble.
So it's really getting recognized now on the festival circuit.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Fantastic. Well, great job, guys. I really enjoyed it. I look forward definitely to seeing you guys in more projects. I want to see you on Broadway very soon. I can't wait to be seeing you guys on stage and on film. Thank you again so much.
I can't wait to work with them again.
Yes, that'll be magic in a bottle twice. We can't wait to see that. Thanks so much. And Steve, if you're still out there somewhere in the universe, thank you for zooming in tonight.
I am somewhere around here.
I know you're warm in your home. I ventured out.
It's freezing in here. I need heat.
Sally,
I miss you guys.
Thank you, and
my pleasure.
Govs Radio. You can see all the Governor's Comedy Club radio shows on govsradio.com and also on Facebook Comedy Club Radio Facebook page. There's so many good shows now we got going on, Sally, right? Put Up or Shut Up, is that one of our new shows?
Put Up or Shut Up. We have let's see, what's today? Monday?
I think it's Monday.
So
I've stopped counting.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got a lot of shows. We have Christy Miller Unleashed on Wednesday. We have
I like Georgia Rose.
On Tuesday we have the Anthony Rodia show with Goomba Johnny.
I love them both. Big fans
that's
of both.
That's a great show.
Yeah, they're very funny. We have No Rhyme No Reason with Jeff Bosey and Rich Rada, and the Knock 'em Dead comedy radio show. Pretty much every morning.
And next Monday, you guys are having Louisana is going to be on as well on Steve Square on the 22nd, I believe.
Oh yeah, that would be fantastic. So definitely, please.
So more fair market value. More
fair market value would be. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for that. That'll be.
But thank you to Kevin Moreau
and
DC
guys.
Anderson for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I miss your faces. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you to everybody out there. Continue to watch govsradio.com and support all our shows and Governor's Comedy Club, and hopefully also here, because there's a lot of comics that are waiting to get back on stage too, that haven't been able to perform. And we'll get them back on. And,
Yeah, that would be
such
great.
Governors is such a staple for Long Island, and just so many great shows. I saw Andrew Dice Clay last year, and he was great. He actually ripped me apart because I told my boyfriend, I wanted
Did you know him?
I didn't, but it was funny because I wanted to sit right up front.
Right.
And, and my boyfriend's like, not a good idea, Judy.
Oh
not
my
a
God.
good idea.
Did you want to do that because it was Andrew Dice, or just wanted to be?
No, I love him.
When you're short, you just want to see.
Yeah,
right?
No, I just wanted to sit next. I adore him. I've been a fan for so many years. I've seen him in Vegas, but I guess it's true. If you sit up front, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So we were part of the show. My boyfriend enjoyed it because he's like, I told you, you deserve it.
That's his.
But he was fan. I mean, I love them. It's great.
That's
so,
awesome.
and thank you for you guys because to come out in this weather also, and you keep entertaining.
Sure.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you, the Steve Squared Show, Monday nights, 6:30. You can always check us out. And definitely next week, we'll have another great show with Louis Sana. And that'll also be on 6:30 on the Steve Squared Show on govsradio.com. And for myself, Sally, Judy, DC, Kevin, and Steven.
Thank you.
Bye, Steven.
See ya.
See you all later. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Judy.
We will see you all soon. Thanks. Have a great night. Be safe.